Tropical update as of 9:30 p.m. PST, September 15th. Fiona has strengthened over today, but it's very sheared. But that's what's we shear. And it's mostly exposed, but recon found about 68, 69 knots of flight level wind, and SMRF, the sport's 50 knots, so that's what they went for its intensity. Here's the LSC outside the convection, but you've been seeing some convection trying to reform over the center. There's some indication the shear may be starting to lower. Maybe the anticyclone placed around about where I put my cross. So it's getting closer, a little bit more favorable environment. We could start seeing some more alignment in the next 12 hours, 24 hours, in my opinion. Satellite fix and aircraft fixtures show from has been slowly losing latitude over the past 24 hours or so, and the initial motion is estimated to be 265 by 50 knots. Low to mid-level ridge to the north of her should steer the system generally westward for the next few days, taking the storm across the northern Leeward Islands Friday night and near the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico on Saturday through early Sunday. I turn to the west-northwest and northwest near as seems likely late in this weekend and into early next week as the system nears a weakness in the Sataka Ridge. So pretty much in line with most thinking in the next 72 to 120 hours. But afterwards, I mean, chances are it's up in the air because models have definitely shifted to the west tonight. Let's look at the ANC track. Clearly, up until probably late Sunday, it heads west to west northwest, then northwest across the DR. Models have definitely shifted westward. Takes it close to the Bahamas. CFS enablers take it into the Bahamas more or less to northeastward, long range after about 5 days. GEPS shows far to the west, even striking Florida. Intensity takes it a hurricane about 96 hours. We'll have to see. In my opinion, I think it has probably a 30% chance of becoming a hurricane before DR landfall, but we'll have to see. Let's look at some models. Here's the system tonight. Here's td13 off Mexico that has formed. Let's see. Right here, it's getting shared too by strong northeasterly shear, so it has heard that's the same problem as Fiona. Let's look at the data for it. It has 30 knot winds moving 315 by 3 knots, which is northwestward, and that should continue over the next 2 to 3 days. And it should make Mexican landfall in about 2 to 3 days. But it should be under shear, so we don't expect a lot of strengthening for this system. Let's take a look at the data for it. Here's the track in the Mexico by Saturday afternoon. We got a tropical storm watch for the coast of Mexico, and which is in line with all the models. Pretty straightforward. Intensity models really don't strengthen that much, but they do strengthen it to probably the 45 to 50 knots, in my opinion. We got another system, the Cape Verde system, which some models take up here and try to develop a little bit. Another system down here we're going to be watching, also showing some signs of convection. Well, tonight the ANC puts 20% on this system, and I'd put 20% on this system. Both have a chance of developing in about 3 to 5 days. Let's look at some models. Let's go for 48 hours. Here's Fiona crossing near Puerto Rico. 72 hours heading the DR. I look at this little ice bar up here. This is a 20% system, the Cape Verde system. Like I said, it has a chance. 1014 by 96, 1015 by 120, 400 is at 983, definitely a hurricane. 144 out of 947, probably a Cat 4. 168 at 933, a very powerful system heading north. ECMWF, 12Z was pretty interesting. It actually made landfall in the United States. Hers, for 90 hours for the 18Z over DR. CMC for 84 hours north of Haiti. 108. 990 going for the Bahamas. 132, 978. Heading northeastward. 969, 156, 969. Icon 999 at 156 hours. So let's be honest, the chances still favor this recurving out to sea or being affected by Bermuda. But if it does, it will be a very powerful system. This may be the first major hurricane if it does that. And based on all the data I've seen, if it's strong, it heads north. It breaks through the ridge. It gets caught. But if it's weak, then it has more of a chance of heading westward with the low-level flow, and getting closer to Florida or the United States. I mean, which has been the story for the last 3 days, to tell you the truth. Tonight, we think it has a 30% chance of hitting the United States. 70% of not hitting the United States. But that could be going up if it stays weak. Or if it runs down the core of the DR, which keeps it weak. And what can I say? I mean, it's possible. So that's what we think tonight, and that is your tropical update.